Oh, thank the sands. After seeing the inside of his lamp, I realized how messy mine is. I'm just glad you didn't have to see it. I can't believe I'm in Eerem Palace. In genie terms, this is as fancy as it gets. Oh, Master, this is so exciting, isn't it? Oh, right over here, I put a special magic carpet with a lamp on it. If we need to get back to Caravan, that'll take us. Now we just need to find those jerky Jinn who tricked me. And of course, Irkala herself. They're bound to be around here somewhere. But the question is, how do we find them? I guess we'll have to interrogate these genie guards. You lead, Master.
Why are you bothering us? Not our fault you got fooled. The senior Jinn are in the gardens. Gosh, go be their problem.
Well, if it's not my favourite two fools, Ditzy Istar and our Patsy Wizard's sidekick. But why in the nine planes are you here?
Let's see. You lied to me, betrayed me, and left me in the clutches of Ali Baboon. I might say revenge, but we're above that, aren't we, Master? No, we're actually here because you stole the chrono shards, and we're here to take them back. I think that sums it up.
Your petty little intentions are irrelevant. You're not worthy to be in Eerem Palace. Come closer, Junior Genie, and I will show you why.
I told him all that anger wasn't healthy. You were there. I may be a junior genie, but I've learned a thing or two over the centuries. Would it be wrong if I said I enjoyed that? I hope not, Master, because I did. I really did. Now, who's next?
Oh, it's about time. I've been waiting for you two to come. I was on your side all along, of course.
Oh, really? Let me get this straight. First you betray the Baron, then you betray us, and now you betray Irkala? And you expect us to trust you?
Well, when you put it that way. Fine, you figured me out. Are you happy? I hope so. That way, you can enjoy your final moments.
Only one of those traitorous airbags left. Old Murdak. Now, where do you think he's hiding?
Oh, what have we here? A familiar face, I believe? Oh, yes, I remember you two. From Tabby Manor, of course. A messy business that was.
You remember betraying us as well? I hope so, because you're about to pay for it.
I suppose I can drop the act at this point. The doddering old Ginny! I can't believe you fell for it. You realize Jinn don't age. No, growing old isn't something we Jinn get to enjoy. Of course, it's a luxury you won't be afforded either now, wizard. Come, let's end this.
Master, that was the most fun I've had in centuries. I'm actually a little worn out. Maybe we can come back some other time for Irkala? Oh, fiddlesticks. I know we can't really do that, but I have to admit, she makes me a little nervous. All right, chin up, Istar. Let's go.
Now what? You? Both of you? I was told you'd be in the Shadow Realm by now, Wizard. And you, Istar. I imagined you conjuring bananas somewhere.
Wait, you actually know my name? I thought you didn't care about us, Junior Jin. That we didn't even merit your attention?
Oh, don't be mistaken. You most certainly don't. But now that you're here, I suppose I shall have to deal with you. Come on, then. Don't delay. Is genie magic. No! You can't! How dare you defeat me? A human wizard and a junior genie? It's not possible! It must be all the stress. Yes, it must be. You've earned an explanation at least, I suppose. Come to my sanctum, and we'll have a pleasant little talk, yes? And then you'll leave. There now. This is better, isn't it? A polite conversation between former adversaries. I shall endeavor to explain myself. It's true, I made a mistake. I knew Xerxes wasn't who he claimed to be, but I had my own agenda. I wished for the liberation of all Jinn. So I struck a bargain to steal the chrono shards for Grandfather Spider. Only too late did I learn I'd fallen victim to the most classic trick. Grandfather Spider will grant my wish. We will be liberated, but only when he reverses the sands of time and literally unmakes the spiral. Yes, you heard correctly. Spider will use the chrono shards to turn back time and erase our very existence. All of us and all of this. I fear there's nothing any of us can do at this point. I suggest you inform your friends so they can make the most of the time they have left.
Well, that's depressing, isn't it, Master? Let's go back to the alchemist. Or Santiago. Maybe he'll have some idea of what we should do?
Ah, good. The Moose had sent word that you had either made it to Eerem Palace or had become lost between planes. I assume it was the former. So, Grandfather Spider intends to use the chrono shards to turn back the sands of time. That does make sense. Nonetheless, the only question that matters now is how do we stop him? And the answer is, I don't know. We may simply be beaten. I will, however, meditate on the matter. In the meantime, Wanderer, an urgent dispatch has come from Wizard City. You must go see Merle Ambrose.
Then I should return to the Sultana. I'd say it was fun, Wizard, and it actually was. Except the last part. I'll see you again, I hope.
I will leave soon and wander the desert sands to meditate on our troubles. Resolve matters swiftly in Wizard City, and then meet me back here.
Oh, there you are, my good friend. I'm glad you received my dispatch. Much has transpired since last we spoke. I'm pleased to tell you that your friend Mallory has come a long way. She's become my go-to wizard for all manner of errands. Meantime, I have spent much time searching for information about the Cabal, but Malistaire's journal remains our best lead. You may recall the reference to the initials G and D. I must believe this refers to Duncan Grimwater, since we know he's involved. To that end, Mallory has tracked Duncan down, but I want you to help confront him, so when you can, please join Mallory in Old Town.
Finally! I thought I'd be standing here forever. Headmaster Ambrose said you'd come, but I
had my doubts. How are things in Mirage? Really? Grandfather Spider plans to turn back the sands of time? Wow, that's got to have something to do with the Eye of History. Since you left, I've been helping Ambrose on this end, and it's been about 1,000,000 times more fun. Now, we get to confront Duncan Grimwater. To Triton Avenue, then. That's where Duncan's hiding out. This'll be just like old times. You take the lead, and I've got your back.
Oh man, not you again! When you beat me back at Malastaire's house, it pretty much ruined my chances of joining the Cabal.
Not before you brokered the deal with Malastair and took the Eye of History. We're on to you, Duncan.
Wait, you think I'm the Cabal's agent? Psha, I wish. I already told you they've rejected me at every turn. And I'm not saying who the real agent is either. If she found out, I'd never be able to walk down Firecat Alley again. I didn't say that.
Thank you, Duncan. Wizard, I think we got what we came for, didn't we? Let's go tell Ambrose.
Well, isn't this a treat? Seeing the two of you together warms my heart. Oh, but tell me, what did you learn from Duncan Grimwater?
Apparently, Duncan's not the agent after all. But he gave us a clue. It's a she who lives on Firecat Alley. Any idea who it could be?
She lives on Firecat Alley and has the initials G and D. Aha! Of course! It makes perfect sense. Greta Darkkettle.
Wait, you mean that batty old witch who's always talking about curses?
Yes, Greta knew about the Death School before anyone else. Oh, and then she remained in Wizard City even after resigning from Ravenwood. We must move fast. Wizard, you and Mallory must go question Greta right away. Be careful. She's clearly more dangerous than we realized.
Drat! She's not here! But she can't have gotten far. Let's look for clues to where she's gone.
The document appears to be a standard Wizard City property deed, but strangely, it's for the house across the street.
Ooh, what's that? A deed for the house across the street? Sounds like a solid clue to me. Let's investigate. Look at this place. A secret Cabal safe house right under our noses this whole time. And there's a trap door. I wonder what's down there. I don't know what, but I do know who. Greta Darkkettle. Let's go.
Look here, it's the Curse Breaker, the Banshee's Bane. I had a feeling you'd eventually catch on. And now you found a safe house, too. You know, I actually had my eye on you at one point. I thought you'd be a good recruit for the Cabal, better than that dingbat Grimwater. But of course you were loyal to Ambrose, and then you had to go and join the Arcanum. Ugh! Oh yes, we know all about the Arcanum. Just as the Arcanum knows all about the Cabal. Oh, but they haven't been honest about that, have they? Now you'll never know the truth! So you would drive me out of Wizard City? Fine, I'll go. But know this, the Arcanum is not what you think. They've been lying all along. Did you know that at first, I only suspected you as a Cabal spy? Of course not. She told you lies then, just as she tells you lies now. You chose the wrong side, Wizard. But it's no matter at this point. We both know time itself is slipping away, don't we? Goodbye, fool!
Whoa, that was heavy. You really think she's telling the truth? No way. I can't believe the Arcanum would do that. Look, you should go and clear this up with the Arcanum. I'm going to ask Ambrose for permission to help you in Mirage. I'll catch up.
And just where do you think you're going, Initiate? Ione gave me specific instructions. She's not to be disturbed. You can't...
You dare to storm into my office? Fitzhume told you to stop. You what? You confronted an agent of the Cabal? Alone? I feel shocked. So the Cabal agent said we were lying to you. I've spoken no falsehoods, but I haven't told you the entire truth either. I had to be sure first. We knew the Cabal was watching you, and that you were tainted by shadow magic. Actually, we subjected Velma von Venkman to the same scrutiny. It's true, we know about the Cabal. Its leaders were once in the Arcanum, before the Schism. But initiates are never privy to this knowledge. Very well, the time has clearly come. I can say no more until you become an understudy. Fortunately, your eligibility has already been approved. To advance to the rank of Arcanum understudy, you must now speak with Cyril Cassini and face the appropriate trial. Then return.
Aha! The face of the Arcanum's future stands again before the Arbiter practice. I knew from our duel that you would be a rising star here. And you are now eligible to face the trial of the understudy, yes? That is the quickest turnaround for an initiate I have ever seen. But I am confident you will do well once again. You are familiar with the trial chambers. The door to this one is back out in the hallway. Face the trial of the understudy, and if you succeed, you may simply return to Ione. Until next time, my friend.
The trial chamber is much like the others, but your opponent is far more exotic. It's an elemental that seems to be made from the void itself. During the duel, it seemed as though the elemental was seeking to absorb your life essence. As the elemental dissipates, however, it feels as though you are magnetically propelled in the opposite direction.
I suppose I should say congratulations. You are now an Arcanum understudy with the benefits and the responsibilities that entails. As an understudy, you will have a private office to decorate and use however you like. You will find the entrance just down the hall. As to the truth about the Cabal, you now have clearance for this knowledge. I already told you that they were once part of the Arcanum. I could tell you the entire story, but it would take many hours, and I feel unprepared to do so. The Cabal's work was performed in what we now call the Forbidden Wing, behind the warded door. We do not go in there under any circumstances. There is a small library, however, where we keep historical records about the Schism. It is simplest for you to learn about the history there. Visit the Schism Reading Room, read about the past there, and then return and we will discuss the future.
The small library is as still and silent as a tomb. The secrets in here were hidden because they were too painful for the scholars to bear. The massive book would take years, if not decades, to read in its entirety. But fortunately, you find a summary section. Centuries ago, the first scholars came together to study the mysteries of magic and the secrets of the spiral. Some among the scholars became convinced the spiral was doomed and that restoring the first world was the only hope for the future. They knew countless lives would be lost, so they began building the Arcanum to protect a group of survivors they would select. But others among the scholars opposed the dark plan. The two sides fought. The first group was defeated and exiled. They formed the Cabal. The other group of scholars finished building what became the Arcanum, but used it instead as a base for their studies and experiments. To this day, the Cabal continues to search for a way to restore the first world at any cost. The Arcanum wages a secret war to stop them.
You know the entire truth now, the darkest part. You also understand why we cannot devote all our time to scholarly matters. As you read, the Cabal seeks to restore the First World. It is a mad, catastrophic plan that would destroy the spiral and everything in it. Kisma has confirmed that the Cabal took the Eye of History to Mirage, hoping all along they could somehow use it to reverse the sands of time. We assume that Grandfather Spider's collusion with them has acted as a catalyst, so their plans are now dangerously close to fruition. Thus, it is imperative you return to Mirage and find a way to stop them. Speak to Kisma before you leave. Good luck, understudy.
Congratulations on your advancement to understudy. Let us hope we can prevent your achievement from being short-lived. I believe I only informed you of my efforts to investigate the Cabal's activities in Mirage. The Silent Sabers have helped uncover the truth. As on other worlds, the Cabal has spent years embedding their agents. We believe so return and reconnect with your contacts, but then make haste to the Chronoverge and expose them if you can. Stay strong, understudy.
At last, the Wanderer of Worlds returned. While you were away, I did some wandering of my own, but I found few insights in the sands. What I found instead was this young cat who has disturbing revelations about what's underway at the Chronoverge.
Indeed. Wizard, perhaps you remember me from Xerxes' tomb? After we parted, I returned to the Chronoverge, but soon learned a terrible truth. Chronomaster Devlin and the others are all part of some group known as the Cabal. They've seized control and reversed the sands of time. Even if I were able to get back into the Chronoverge and defeat them, I wouldn't have the foggiest notion of how to set things aright again.
There may yet be a way. At the spiral's dawn, it said Grandmother Raven safeguarded the secrets of time with a being known as the Chronicle. If you could consult this chronicle, but I don't know where, only that it's believed to be inside the Timeless Tower.
The Timeless Tower? That's in the Zruvan Grotto. It's forbidden, but... Wizard, quickly, to Catawar Canyons. I'll show you the way. There! That must be the entrance to the Zruvan Grotto. I heard it was more difficult to find, but I suppose we shouldn't complain.